All right, so Ida proved to be deadly down in Louisiana. That is, of course, just outside Baton Rouge, where there was one death. A tree fell on a home there, killing one person. A hurricane-force wind slammed the entire state hours after landfall. It was just going and going and going. Ida did come ashore yesterday. It was a Category 4, 150 miles per hour wind. But Megan, that's just a few miles an hour away from being the full deal Category 5.
6 miles an hour short of making landfall as a Category 5 storm. And reports have said that this is the strongest storm to have made landfall in Louisiana since 1850. Because we all remember Katrina was a 3 at landfall, but the levees and the engineering is what really caused the flooding there.
Okay.
But it's pretty intense.
Pretty intense. Listen to this.
Oh, that roof is coming. Holy.
Why do we have to delete that? That was in Houma, Louisiana, near where the landfall there. And again, it just catches these roofs, and they're just like kites flying through the air. And that's what they'll be dealing with as they go through the daytime today. It's always interesting when we go in the next 24 hours and really start surveilling the damage. More than 1 million people without power because of the storm. Ida knocking out all 8 transmission lines that feed the New Orleans area. Just a few people with generators, like some grocery stores, etc. Crews have not said when they'll be able to get everything strung back up and the lights back on. And that is the conditions in the Big Easy from your Earth cam there. Much calmer than about 12 hours ago. But always interesting to see the folks that hang out on Bourbon Street.
One of our coworkers who works for the Big Nexstar plant, Jack Hoyer was down there, and he was commenting on News Nation last night. He said, well, there goes a guy with a beer. People were just hanging out and riding it out, and not the best of ideas, especially when they tell you to evacuate, but
it's a different breed down there.
Yeah, different
for a lot
breed,
of those folks. But a lot of people that were told they there wasn't time to evacuate, so they had to stay there.
Yeah,
so.
well, hopefully they're all okay, but this morning we're going to be watching what happens as Ida moves across Middle Tennessee and southern Kentucky. We're going to be talking about heavy rain in our area over the next 12 to 24 hours. In fact, I do want to bring you down to one tornado warning back down to the city of, it's just south of Atmore. This is on the extreme western corner of Florida in Escambia County. If you've ever been down to the beach, you've passed through this county, I am sure. So as you head out the door here in town, we're just dealing with clouds. But this is that same system, Ida, that's going to be moving north and east, and we'll be watching its track over the next 12 to 24 hours as we too have the risk to see a few strong to severe storms. Winds sustained right now at 60 miles an hour. Going to be a depression towards this afternoon right on top of Jackson, Mississippi, and then moving over the Golden Triangle. So that's Tupelo, Starkville to Columbus as a depression, and then continues its trek to the north. Notice gusts still sustained at 80 miles an hour this far inland. It's going to continue its motion off to the north and east, and by the end of the week it'll be long gone. Flash flood watch in place beginning at 7 o'clock tonight through early Wednesday morning. Thanks to the amount of rain, we're going to see anywhere between 2 to 4 inches of rain, localized up to 5, which could again result in some flash flooding, especially for our friends in Waverly. They need to stay weather alert, especially with the rain that they saw this past couple weekends. And at this time, just clouds. Temperatures this morning starting off in the 70s, and right behind Ida is going to be some cooler air, some fall-like air that I think you're going to like. I'll explain the threats that we're expecting as we head through this evening and Tuesday with the severe storm risk, and then of course what you can expect towards the end of the work week coming up next.
All right, so Ida will have an impact in the area. Just how much, we'll wait and see. We've been talking with several emergency management associations about their plans. Julie Palazzo explains how they are addressing the reservoirs and dams in our area, and she joins us now from Percy Priest.
That's right here at the Percy Priest Dam, and we spoke with the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers. They said that they've been working with local and state partners over the last several days, tracking the potential impact of Ida, and here is what they told us. A spokesperson says this time of year, 2 to 4 inches of rain, not enough to cause a significant impact to the Cumberland River, but isolated higher amounts of rain could cause flash flooding on unregulated waterways. Percy Priest is one of the area's flood control storage reservoirs reservoirs, and the Corps of Engineers says it's at a historical median elevation, meaning that there is plenty of rainfall storage, and that is according again to the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers. And we did check in with some emergency management agencies in the area. We spoke with Cheatham and Williamson, to be specific. They said that they are not doing anything special or out of the ordinary to prepare. They said that they are capable and ready to handle 2 to 4 inches of rain. Reporting live at Percy Priest Dam, Julia Palazzo, News 2.
All right, so we'll watch Ida and the impact it has here in Middle Tennessee, southern Kentucky, and across the South. We'll have updates on air and online as always.